We're live. All right, so let's get to it. I'm growing the beard back. It's gonna take a while. Got the crazy lights. Anyway, so yeah, I've been kind of getting into gun club lately. Um, let's see, back in the day, only saw them a couple times. They opened up for Susie. I think I saw them once at either. Trying to remember. What was that place? I saw Tex and the Horseheads a couple times. What was that place called? The Music Club or Music Machine or Madame Wong's. I went to a couple times. So and then I read the book Differently Paris. I mean, I kind of um, I mean they got kind of. I was really into the birthday party, and I saw the birthday party, and I saw Nick Cave's first couple tours, and then let's do these kind of out of order. And then so I bought this record, but not this actual one because this is like a reissue. This is like a red issue. Death Party. I listened to this. I like this, but I didn't like it a lot, and it was only a couple songs. You know, it's like, and I like Texas on the Horsehead, so you know, like I had this one for a long time. Like, oh, there's a gun club, but what I should have got back in that time was this Fire of Love. This is the one that everyone was into. It's like, God damn, I hate this freaking light. Is that any better? Yeah, a little bit better. Yeah, this light is like really intense, you know. It's like I might just have to switch the two light bulbs. Let's make that one over here because this one's kind of it's like fucking annoying. So Fire of Love's like it's like their great album. This is like a reissue too. So that's the one I should have got. I would probably been into them more. And then the shows, you know, were kind of they weren't. It wasn't. I wasn't really like sometimes when I saw the Cramps, I was kind of blown away. It's like the show was better than the records. So yeah. So let's do it in order. So we have yeah, Fire of Love. Oh, okay. So Fire of Love is the first album. Here it is. Here's Fire of Love. And then some of the band left. This one, Fire of Love has like Kid Congo was in the original band, but Fire of Love has like Ward Dotson and the original guys, Terry Graham, Rob Ritter. So a lot of people consider this the original lineup, even though Kid Congo was in the band. He left it to. And then I got this. I don't have I should probably get Miami on vinyl. So this, but I got the Miami expanded shit that came out a couple years ago. So I get a lot of this is like so badly. What is this? Okay, so there's this one. Maybe we should look it up here. Okay, so where is it? Yeah. Okay, so Miami. I thought. There's Miami. I guess the second one's just demos and stuff like and stuff. So like they even though I don't really have that. Let's see what they got. Okay, so Miami reissued, came out like about 5 years ago on Blixa Sounds, and has like all the records, all the songs. You know, carrying a Run Through the Jungle, Devil in the Woods, Watermelon Man, some covers there, and then it has all the demos. And then there's the State of Differently Pierce. Okay, that's kind of cool. that he has an estate. So it says track two. Let's see, where does this come from? Okay, so you got Miami, the album, and then there's a demo from the Gun Club Death Party, which I just showed you. There's a couple of those. And then there's a demo from Light of the World and Comeback Jim. Oh, they're all the demos are from the Death Party. Okay, so does that mean that okay, so there's probably different it's probably all the songs, the Lie, Death Party, Comeback Jim are all it's with different guys that rather than this one, because this record has a different. So I get it. So I might be interested to compare those a little bit because I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't read the. It's kind of good. That's why if you have Gun Club stuff, so this. I mean, if you look at Miami, it has Jeffrey Lee Pierce, Rob Ritter, Terry Graham, Ward Dotson, and and they're basically doing like the Death Party so EP songs, but those were just kind of demos. So, but you get the Death Party, and it's like the second lineup, which is what is it? Well, it doesn't say here, but what does it say here? It's D Pop. I don't even. Yeah, there's a picture of the poster here. Yeah, what's that guy's name? The guy from Nash. The guy that was from. Oh, this is like a. Yeah. Let me put this together here. I guess I was listening to this a lot when I got it. So yeah, D Pop's in the band. Let's see what. Okay, Gun Club. Okay, so oh yeah, Don Snowden was also in the band at the beginning. So, but the Kid Congo, Jeffrey Lee Pierce. Let's call that the first lineup, the early lineup with Jeffrey Lee Pierce, Don Snowden. They kind of sucked, you know. They were just kind of like play in front of your friends type of band. And then you had a lot of people consider the first lineup, but it was actually the second lineup with Jeffrey Lee Pierce, Terry Graham, Rob Ritter, and Ward Dotson. Although other people, you know, there's a lot of other people jumped in there. And then with the Death Party, you had Patricia Morrison, Jim Duckworth, and D Pop. Those guys. But it's really uncertain what albums Patricia Morrison actually played on. Maybe some people say none. So Miami's this. So let's go back in order again. Okay, so going back to the albums, there's Fire of Love. Miami's the second album. From there, basically most of the band splits. You know, and Jeffrey Pierce is like in New York, hanging out, and they do the EP, and they start touring Europe a lot. Okay, and then they when they do play Australia, basically Duckworth leaves the band, and Terry they leave the band, you know, because like Jeffrey's not going to pay them anything, and so what we get to is and then when they come back, Terry the drummer is back in the band, and then you have Patricia. I guess Patricia played on this record, right? Terry Graham, Patricia Morris, and Kid Congo's back in the band. So this is you're back with the bag. There's a lot of these guys from the Bags in the band. The Bags were kind of like they had 3 members from the Bags like play with the Gun Club. They just kind of moved on to the next. So a lot of people think this is they had a professional producer, Jeff Lynch. It sounds a little slicker for their records. So I have this CD, but I can't find. I'm starting to get to that point where I get so much stuff. It takes me. I still haven't found my Death in Venice soundtrack record. And then what was I looking for before? And then there's a Wire biography I can't find. And then God, what was it? I did find this Sorrentino book I was looking for, and then I was like looking. I was just looking for like a little plastic thing with a chapstick in it, and like which I take to shows, and I put my phone cord in bag, and I found that. But I have a Las Vegas Story. The other one, there's a new. Because Blix, I think Blixa Records put that out too. So this is their 3rd album, which a lot of people think it's like their best one. So there's it's called the Super Deluxe, and it came out about 3 years ago, and that's Blixa Sounds too. I was on there. Maybe they have another CD. Hopefully, okay. So that one is Las Vegas Story, the whole thing. The full album, and then there's a live CD which I've listened to 84. So that around the time I saw them, like because I saw them I last saw them with Susie and the Banshees, because I think that was July 84. And then there's a DVD. Oh wow. So I definitely gotta find that, because there's a DVD. I don't even remember watching that. So and Dave Alvin also plays on the record. They recorded in like a pro studio, like Ry Cooder was recording there. So if you go back to their albums, so that's the original, the first 3 albums and the EP. That's kind of like what people consider classic. And Jeffrey was living in New York most of that time. So I want to get to these new albums. Okay, let me just go over there. Okay, so then he kind of lived in London for a while. So they did, I think, by 85, he was already kind of gone. He just kind of, decided to become a European guy. And they did late 87, they did Mother Juno, Pastoral Hide and Seek in 90, Divinity in 91, and Lucky Jim on Triple X-Ray. So all those were done like that. Slash Records was the Ruby Records. They were I think that was part of Warner, or got eaten up by Warner System. And Animal Records was a part of Chrysalis, and that was Chris Stein. Those were like when he's doing these other records, Red Rhino, Fire Records, New Rose Records, Triple X, those are small labels that probably don't even exist anymore. And Blix. Blix. Let's see, Blix. I wonder if they did a Pastoral Hide and Seek. I'd be interested in seeing if they did any let's see, compilations. Let's see. I wonder if there's any new, because it's hard to keep up. So, in saying that, I bought. So after that, I bought this Gun Club Live at the Starwood. So this is 81, January 81. There's a little poster there. So it was funny because one of the times I saw Black Flag was January 5th, 81. So it was about 2 weeks before. So it's the same stage, but there's hardly, there's like all those empty spaces here. It's like that's what I call them the not the first lineup, but the second lineup, the classic lineup. Some say the Fire of Love guys. So Ward Dotson, Rob Ritter, Terry, the drummer, and no audience. So I asked Gary Tovar of Golden Voice. He said that Gun Club was never popular in LA, and that kind of makes it because it makes sense if you look at their history. They're still playing like club lingerie, like, but over on the East Coast in New York they were big, and in Europe he was big, and he was kind of considered over. But in LA, his hometown, he was. They were never that big. They were just kind of like this cult band. It was kind of so. This has a lot of the songs on. Uh, well, they play Preaching the Blues, Ghost on the Highway. So what are they playing on this one? They wouldn't be playing Las Vegas Story. They would be playing uh let's see. No, let's see. What are they playing? Are they playing 81? Let's see. What are they playing here? Devil Woods, Fire of Love, Bad Indian. Okay, Black Train. Well, is that from the first album? Where is it? Where is that sucker? What is this? See, it's hard to read because like all these records are like all like hurt your eyes here. Where are the songs? Preaching the Blues, Goes to the Highway, Black Train. Okay, so they're playing songs in '81. They're playing songs kind of from both Sex Beats on here. For the Love of Ivy, they're still playing that. So they're playing a little. I guess they're playing a little bit of Fire of Love, and they're playing a little bit of Miami and stuff at that time. Okay, so I got that one, and now I got this one. This is like Gun Club. So they play. So I've heard a lot of stuff like this. So this is like kind of '90s stuff. So are they playing stuff from Lucky Jim? Or Lucky Jim looks like kind of like a solo record. They're playing that, or are they playing? Let's see. Let's see what else they got here. Okay, so 6 feet, Las Vegas, the junior up. So there's Divinity. So it seems like kind of like Black Hole. No. Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town. Richard's Back. Yeah, Divinity seems like kind of a weird record. Let's see. So, what happened? Yeah, I got to get some singles or something. Let's see. Okay, so back to Gun Club. Okay, so let's see. So, let's see. Where is this thing? Where's this sucker? How come it's not here? Should be the first thing that comes up. Okay, dashboard. Yeah, here. No, that's not it. This is called In My Room. I just got this. Let me look this up again. Gun Club. I mean, this is kind of frustrating. Okay, so here's this record. Okay, so I have a couple copies. Okay, so this thing that so the sticker says outtakes from Divinity and Lucky Gem. Rumored. No. Okay, so it's like demos from the early '90s. I don't know what is it. So outtakes. I don't know. Yeah, I read a bunch of things like online. Like what the hell is this thing? I never seen it, so it was kind of interesting. So he does. I mean, there's a lot of covers. He does like Mel Tilla songs. Let's see. This falsely claims that this is early '90s, but let's see, '93. So so this is another demo. This is like another like demo record from or just like stuff that never made it onto those albums or I'm guessing. Is that right? Just what did they do? What was the early '90s records? Mother June, no, Mother June, no, Pastor, yeah, Divinity. What about Pastoral Hide and Seek? Is it? So you want? Yeah, there's that documentary about this, and they kind of like So I'm wondering, like I have like all the first three records. It makes sense to get like at least Mother Juno. Um, I don't know, but were they still kind of good in the '90s? Or were they just kind of like he did do some solo records and stuff? I've been going on for like 20 minutes. So yeah, Gun Club. I've been, and I've got. Let's see. Oh yeah, White Stripes did a lot of covers, and a lot of people. She is like heroin to me. Has been covered by a few people. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I should probably get Mother Juno just to kind of listen, But yeah, I still want to find my, you know, my I got the expanded Las Vegas story somewhere around here. It's hard to, because not everything's in alphabetical order or even, and sometimes I get things misplaced. Let's see. Okay, so that's all. Let's cut it short. So yeah, if you any gun club fans out there, let me know like about like the gun club in the '90s. Should I get all that stuff too, or because I got all the early stuff? And I mean, like some of the records are pretty affordable too. Okay, gotta go. Bye.